R Factor 2 and the Nissan GTR GT1. Possibly my favourite R Factor 2 car on the classic track, widely known from R Factor 1, Mills Metro Park, which I'm sure many people have put too many hours of their life into. Now I've attached a webcam to my head. I'm not sure why, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Mind you, there is an in-game steering wheel, so it's completely pointless. Now this is on a public server. There was only 4 people joining, which is a shame, because this is a really good car to practice basic driving technique with, and it's also a really good fun car to just drive online. It really steps out on the accelerator. If you're not careful, the car will just throw you off the track if you put too much gas on. It gets you really nice and tuned up with using how you use your accelerator and brake, and also snap counter steering. You have to be really fast on the counter steer with this car. And therein lies why, for me, in R Factor 2, this is one of the better cars, in that I really like cars that have a lot of rear end power, so that you really do have to concentrate on what you're doing with the accelerator. But if you want to be a little bit of a naughty boy, you can jam your foot on the throttle and power out of corners, rear end people because they broke too early and it clearly wasn't my fault, and just play around with the car a bit. Obviously when you're racing, you're going to want to be smooth, not slide, and maybe just poke the car into corners a bit. But we're not always racing, and we're playing driving simulators for fun. I'm not getting paid to do this. So I'm surprised there aren't more people racing this car online. People seem to pick really bland cars to drive in R Factor 2, like the front wheel drive cars seem to be, or not right now, but recently were the most popular online cars. It's like, why would you pick a front wheel drive car to race online? It's the most bland experience you can have with a car, simulated or in real life. So, but that's another story. People that drive front wheel drive cars, right there, it's like doing your shopping in a computer game. But in this instance, super powerful rear wheel car on it's a nice flat track, and I find that that works really well with this car in R Factor 2 generally. I think when you get big undulations and like that uphill turn on Lime Rock Park, that seems to do funny things with the physics. But on flat tracks, or this track in particular at least, it's you get a really solid experience from it. I was just playing around with this guy in front. Clearly I'm faster than number 73, but it's a psychological battle. As he loses it and dents my car, I let him get back past me. I really like the car models in this as well. The shape of the rear of the car. It's must have a bit of a fetish for rear ends, but it is a really nice car model. Not sure about the colour though. But this was just cruising. I don't think anyone was really having a serious session. Just people just messing around. But I was driving moderately serious here, or like at least driving smooth, like a little schoolgirl, taking their time, skipping, and not causing any trouble. But that can only last for so long, and so I decided to. Well, the weather changed, which changed the tone for a start. It got dark, so I decided to just do some messing around for a lap, see how much you can get away with this car, how much you can actually skid it around. It's actually quite surprised me. I used to play this car quite a bit when it first came out for R Factor 2, and I forgot how much actually you can mess around with it and get away with it, which is nice. For me, the actual directions and the slides that you get into, for me, don't seem exactly right, but it's still loads of fun to throw the car around a bit and try and catch it, put a bit too much gas on, give the wheel a wiggle. This would be really good to try with a servo wheel rather than the crummy G25. But it's really nice to have a car in R Factor that lets you drive it really badly and get away with it. I'm sure everyone would imagine having the chance to drive this real car like that in real life. Probably cost like £1,000 in tyres after one lap. But that's the Nissan GTR GT1 in R Factor 2. If you've got R Factor 2, you should definitely give this car a go, and hopefully we can get more people online to race it. Well, thanks for watching this video. I'm keeping it short because I don't want to bore everyone to death. I'm going to do some more videos soon. Subscribe and like if you enjoy this kind of business. Thank you for watching.